Massimo Porciani is the founder of wheelchair tennis in Italy and the president of Comitato Italiano Paralimpico of Tuscany. He was 2 times champion of karate at Italian level. Unfortunately, after an accident, he became disabled, but he decided not to give up on his sport passion and continue being a competitive athlete, winning then 28 championships of wheelchair tennis. He is an innovative leader because he brought wheelchair tennis in Italy and made it popular, being also an example as he kept fighting against life hurdles instead of abandon.
So instead of losing time to criticize your situation, your new conditions, your wheelchairs, or all the problems that are connected with paraplegia, disability, with spinal injury, that are many and many, you prefer to dedicate your time to develop your situation. The real reaction was the alive reaction. So the life won against the depression. The big trouble when I arrived in Italy was that I discovered that in Tuscany, where I live, there weren't sport team for disabled. So I was obliged to start my sport activity first in Veneto, in Padova, in a newborn sport club, and after a couple of years I found enough disabled around Tuscany to establish the first sport team for disabled. With tennis we were obliged to overcome not only the architectural barrier but also the problems to be accepted in the tennis club. There were many private tennis clubs who didn't accept to see wheelchair going around the court, going around the bar, going around the area, and we had many difficulties in this way. First of all, the contacts, second, international contacts, after the results to open the closed doors in Italy, and finally the organization of one international tennis tournament. That's all. So I think that wheelchair tennis is really one sport which reached the best result in rehabilitation, in the usage of the wheelchair and the usage of your body, and also in socialization, because you attend a tennis club that aren't for disabled but are for everybody, so you start from the beginning to be obliged to a new socialization, not closing your world, disabled world, but open to the society. I can say that was the organization. Thinking in an organized way, what we need, what must we do, which people we need to have near us, and which is the way. Generally speaking, the leadership is not something that you decide to have, it's something that the third people decide that you have. And when you feel the responsibilities of many people, of many players that look at you as an example that they have to follow, this making yourself one responsibility to act correctly, not only for you, not only for your success, but above all for the success of a dream, because in that period tennis was like a dream.
Porciani's life story is a real example of an innovative leader's one, as he exploited his leadership abilities in the right way. He was able to develop an answer for a personal need with a scope bigger than his own aspirations, thanks to a well management of his contacts network inside the sportive world. He reached new borders that in those days nobody could imagine, making visible something that was only for few people and creating an easy access for everybody. But nothing of this would be possible without all of the passion that Porciani had for sports. This was the engine to face this challenge.